want to say without fear of contradiction, personally, sinunui uoga because bei ya uoga ilishuka, hata wakinipea free siwezi nunua. So I know truth will always stand with me. You don't go and eat 10% of Chinese and come and vomit out our legs. We'll call you out when time comes.
I'd like to welcome you to this channel, and for those people who are not subscribed to our channel, please take a moment and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to give this video a like and always share our videos. And to those who supported us, I want to say that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without you, this channel cannot grow.
And I still have many doors here to show when the CS visited China Wuyi. In China, he has visited China severally. And you heard at the floor of the house defending Chinese contractors. Where will the hustler contractors who voted for us go if you are giving them contract? Because he received a bribe, and I am daring him to come clean on the allegation of receiving $100 million from China Wuyi when he visited in the month of between June and October.
There seems to be trouble in paradise within the UDA leadership. Nobody would have expected that such kind of words would come from a senior person within the UDA ranks. Samson CHERARGEI is not someone we would have expected would go after MURKOMEN. I want to admit here, ladies and gentlemen, that all is not well for this UDA government. And that's why you find that this is happening. If you are following the grilling of MURKOMEN that day, you know, I was following it, and I took the better part of the day understanding how the goings were, how things were unfolding. And in that, during that parliament grilling, Boni Alwale, who also happens to be one of those pioneers of UDA, told Kipchumba Murkomen to be honest and tell the Senate Parliament that they were hoodwinked. I remember also hearing Edwin Sifuna echo the same words to Murkomen to be honest and tell the Senate that UDA hoodwinked Kakamega or the lawyers, that they would be given an international airport. So nobody would have expected that Samson CHERARGEI, Boni Alwale would all trail their guns on MURKOMEN, who is a CS under the government which they all formed. But the one funny thing is that what CHERARGEI is unleashing, and I think you've seen a couple of YouTubers do this analysis. It's just that I wanted us to also dig deep into this. What Samson CHERARGEI is talking about, the 10%. You know, this is not something that people can just wish away like that. For someone like Samson CHERARGEI to come publicly and even declare that it was 10%, and even declare that it was $100 million, I mean, that's a lot of money, by the way. I don't know whether he knew that he was mentioning that kind of money. $100 million. We are not talking about billion. I mean, that amount, billions in Kenya shilling. So I don't know. One thing that I make from the statement of Samson CHERARGEI, two things. One, it is either hii ni ile story ya mtu amerushwa, yeah, mtu amerushwa. Maybe CHERARGEI expected that this money, it would also, you know, be part and parcel of wala ambao taikula. No, it's a case of leta hiyo keki tuitafune sote. One. Two, it could be a case of Samson CHERARGEI maybe kuona wivu. So if it's either jealousy here playing, or it's either someone has decided to shortchange the other. Now, that's what I make from this statement, because now Samson CHERARGEI cannot tell us that now the truth will be known. Whereas as Mio have been talking about these things, yet he is one of those people who has been opposing. Remember, during the vetting of the CSS, and I keep mentioning this, there is a statement that John Badi said, and he said, he was very categorical, that let us give William Ruto his CSs so that he can control the government from State House. I mean, I don't know whether you remember that statement from John Badi. And John Badi must have said that because he realized that the level of incompetency or competency within the people whom William Ruto had selected was wanting. And that the people who were being selected did not have an understanding on how to run those dockets. Or probably they were just put there as puppets, according to John Badi. So this issue that John Badi made public in Parliament last year is coming out. And the way it's coming out, it is coming out through UDA. I don't know, but somewhere I read that Pastor Ezekiel had told William Ruto that his government will be full of scandals. I mean, he made another prophecy somewhere there in July, going, July to October there, that his government will be full of scandals, and these scandals is the wazi. I don't know whether this is one of them, because now we have MURKOMEN, and then we have Chirchir's case that MURKOMEN is also part of, according to the allegations. And then we have MURKOMEN again on the issue of Chinese. Then we had Moses Kuria with his edible oil, and then we have other scandals. But we have also the issue of like the bipartisan talk, that issue at someone was given a salary which is a third of what has been allocated in the budget or in the treasury. So all these things, I mean, are only pointing out to one thing: that Ruto government is corrupt. Maybe Ruto is not aware about these things which are happening, because now he has entrusted some people to run those dockets. So these people who have been entrusted with to run the dockets are the ones who are playing foul and making his government look or embarrassing his government. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But I'm just suspecting that that could be the thing. So Samson CHERARGEI's assertions that MURKOMEN was given $100 million is a very, very sensitive matter. And this is something that by now, maybe EACC ought to have already approached this matter. Or maybe DCI ought to have already approached this matter, so that prosecutions can be made if at all what Samson CHERARGEI is talking about is true. And he talked about having another dossier. So mimi naona hapa kuna kitu kimejificha, na hichi kitu ambacho kimejificha kitajitokeza wazi, kwa sababu now Samson CHERARGEI is talking about Senate Speaker protecting the CSS so that they cannot be asked tough questions or questions which are related to what they have gone through, or the inner dealings or corrupt dealings. But I also somehow try to agree with CHERARGEI, because there's a time I also noticed that the Senate Speaker, Nikama, most of the time is protective of these government officials when they are brought for grilling, who are now protect. That is something that I've noticed. I don't know whether you've noticed that, but to me ni kama ni jambo ambalo nimeliona sana hapa kwa Senate. Every time wanataka kugriliwa ni kama anajaribu kuprotect so that vitu zisiharibike. So this issue ambayo ilifanya mpaka Samson CHERARGEI akatolewa nje, maybe the Senate Speaker could have gotten wind of the facts which Samson CHERARGEI had, that he wanted to put on the floor of the House. So since hakutaka hiyo embarrassment, he decided to now chase the senator out of the parliament. I don't know. I'm just maybe that is just part of my hypothesis. What do you think could have been the reason why he was chased away, if that is not the case? Personally, I think the dossier that Samson CHERARGEI had is the reason why he was chased away, and it's the reason why now things are falling apart. Ruto's government is falling apart. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you understand by the statement from CHERARGEI talking about $100 million and saying that he has facts, and MURKOMEN has not come out public to deny these facts? So what is happening? So just go below the comment section and tell us, What do you think could be happening? Now, once again, I'd like to wind up there, but for those who have not subscribed to this channel, I'd like to kindly remind you to please just subscribe to this channel and give this video a like to enable YouTube to share it to other people. Now, to those who supported us, I want to say here that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without you, this channel cannot grow. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.